Good morning. I am dead. Inside. Outside. I can barely open my eyes. I swear to God, this is getting worse every single time I do the Japanese mornings. My voice is also completely in the fucking gutter. I just want to sleep. Pain, suffering. Actually, I'm not in pain, which is good, but I am suffering. But good morning. Good morning, Hanali. Good morning, Shogun. Good morning, Finn. Morning, Neil. Looking for coffee with vodka. Yeah, I have coffee, but I don't have vodka. I raw dog my coffee. I drink it black. There's nothing in it. But a lot of caffeine. I choose the strongest kind I can find in the grocery store. I brew it myself with nothing but a filter. A very, very cheap way of making coffee. But it's not enough. I need to drink like a liter of this to even wake up. It's horrible. Maybe a vodka would change that, but I don't want to get drunk in the morning. I have not yet fallen that deep. And maybe coming soon. Stay tuned. Oh man. Also, thank you, Schlagen, so much for the stream series of 3. Your surgery yesterday was successful! Nice! Congrats! Those are some really good news. It's your knee, right? I've had surgery on my knee too. At the beginning of last year. Oh wow, it's been quite a while. It was exactly 1 year ago, actually. Not quite. 13 months ago. Oh my, that's cool. Last year was me, this year it is you. Beautiful. Best coffee forever is gonna be Cafe Santo Domingo. Ooh, I've never had that. But I gotta be honest, I'm not that judgy when it comes to coffee. There are very few coffees that I can't drink. And usually it's the very, very cheap light ones. Where I'm pretty sure I just can't drink it because the caffeine percentage is so low. Probably it. Hi, Emma. Good morning. Yeah. Mitchlagan, don't worry. Your leg is gonna be fine in like a few weeks. The pain's gonna be gone and it's gonna be fine. And then you're gonna be able to walk again. Actually, I was able to walk very quickly after my surgery, but it depends on what exactly you got done. You should be fine. You probably also have to give yourself shots now, right? These thrombose prevention shots. I had to do that, but you can do it. You can do it. As soon as you get used to it and know how to do it properly, it's not that difficult. So you can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Hi, Ampan. My kitty cat, of course, is gonna annoy us again. What do you want? Okay, he's cleaning. He's cleaning himself, he's cleaning my leg. Apparently I'm stinky. I have not yet taken a shower, so he may not be completely wrong with that. Okay, so where were we last time? We are doing the katakana. We have yesterday done the katakana, all the difficult katakana as well. Or the shi, su, se. Which by the way, I am still confused about, so, you know. I don't know how to remember them easily, which one is which. It's hard. It's really hard out here. But yeah. We finished those. And now we are at the N bracket. We hate on Katakana in this chat, very understandably so. Oh, Aiden! Good morning! Thank you so much for the resub. 5 months already, holy crap. Thank you. Okay, do you guys want to know what the na is? The na is really easy. It's just a cross. And it's actually not too sharp. It reminds me more of hiragana, if I'm being honest. It's just a cross. It's very simple. We're starting simple and slow today. I love that, because I can barely see with my eyes. My voice is rusty, my eyes are closed. I am still asleep. Yeah. Are we having any donkey bridges for not being a cross? Oh yeah, right. I know one. But you will have to write the hiragana over here first, please. You remember it. Because then I can give you a really nice donkey bridge. Thank you, Aiden, for taking care of me. Okay, so... basically, the na is a cross, which is the exact same one, by the way. It is the exact same one, right? That was the baby tea, if you guys remember from our hiragana lesson. This is the tea that the Empreg tea gave birth to. And then we had the water from the birthing, because when you birth, your water breaks. And then, because it's water, there's a little fish in there. This is the na. Do you guys remember? This was the wildest donkey bridge ever. But it makes sense. Hello? Guys! I lost you! My OBS disconnected. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this OBS. I really need to see if there's an update. This is yesterday it crashed really, really badly. And now... the YouTube may be wrong now. Oh boy. Oh someone's attacking. Honestly, the problem is the YouTube. Let's see, is it still the correct live one? Yes? Okay. I was gone for a bit, I'm sorry. It's the OBS. What else would it be? Okay, welcome back. So the knee is really easy. And it is also, by the way, okay, it's good that you're already here, because this is our first kanji, actually. Oh, what? Okay, knee. And wait, for hiragana, you can draw over here, please. Oh, the hiragana is this, right? The kneecaps. And then the ni in katakana means also the number 2. Yep. It's 2 in 1, which is awesome. We have the upper one is the shorter one, and then we have here the longer one. It's just 2 lines. It's very easy. And which 2 lines are that? Exactly, it's these 2 lines. Because we had to draw 2 lines, and therefore it is also the kanji for 2, because it's 2 lines. It's really easy. I'm having an ankle biter. Why do you bite my ankle? Oh, you're playing with my jacket, that's why. No, you're not allowed to. You make it broken. I have this cardigan on, which has like lots of these long thingies going from it. And he likes to hunt them, I guess. This was not the smartest thing to wear. Anyway, this is the 2, aka ni. Also, if you say 2 in Japanese, it's also ni. So it's really easy. The whole thing is just means 2, but it also means ni. It's great. This one is honestly a present from the Japanese. After the other bullshit that they pulled last time with us, with the 2 and the she and the stuff, this one, in German I would say Gönnung. It's German slang, just ignore it. There we go. Did you guys write that? Because then we can go to the more difficult one. Which was the next one? We had na, we had ni, and now we have nu. Do you guys remember the hiragana nu? Write it here, please. And then Mio, I am going to explain it to you. First of all, we are gonna start with the hiragana. The hiragana is, there's 2 different ways. The first one to remember is that we have chopsticks, but the second chopstick is connected to a noodle, or you look at this and you go up. That is it's a little doggy. These are the ears, right? Here's the face, and this is a long tail. And if you leave the tail away, like you don't draw the tail, so it would just be like this, then it's meh. And that's because in German, when we don't feel like it, we just say meh, 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 and then we just don't bother, and that's why it's meh, because we didn't bother to draw the tail of the doggy. That is for the hiragana. For the katakana, it's just a 7. 6, 7! Okay, that woke me up. Did that wake you up? Yeah, just remember, it's a little doggy, and the little doggy saying 6, 7! You know why he says 6, 7? Because his tail is making a 6 in the hiragana. This is a 6. But in the katakana, he's saying 7, and therefore you got 6, 7! And that's how you remember them together. Did I just make that up on the spot? Yes, I did. Am I a born teacher? Yes, I am. I should have become a teacher. Oh my goodness. Well, I hate children, especially in school. Disrespectful little shits. But otherwise, my cat is broken. My cat is looking out of the window and he's doing a sound. I think he's broken, guys. He's not saying meow, he's saying I mean, okay. I think I broke him with the 6, 7, oopsie. Happens. Okay. So, and we just draw a 7. It is super duper easy. Make sure to draw it like really cool, okay? If you draw it like this, people can read it, but it's not looking cool. You need to make it a little bit less straight, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's special. He's cool. So it has to look a little bit like an X. You know how, like, back in the day, all the cool kids were watching X Factor? There you go. Oh, my donkey bridges are donkey bridging today. Holy crap. Oh, I wrote 7s. Oops, whatever. Okay. Then the next one. This one I really like. This one is ne. Write the hiragana first again, please. Okay, how did you do that? That's good. You draw a line down, a Z, and then you draw a 6. You probably guessed it. You probably guessed it. It's another 6, 7. Okay, but it is the second 6, 7 that we're doing, okay? So this one is a little bit different. So first of all, you have to think, okay? It is looking like a 7, but it also looks like a tree in the rain. Why does it look like a tree in the rain? Because sometimes when you say 6, 7, you just want to go into the woods, stand there in the rain, and get hit by lightning. Sometimes that's what the joke does to you. So that's what this one is about. We have the raindrop, okay? And we have the 7. Did you know that sometimes when people write 7s, they don't do the cross? They only write it like this. Which I find confusing because I personally think that it looks like a 1. Because this is how I draw... This is how usually you draw a 1, right? And then there are people who say this is a 7. This is why I don't draw them like this. This is why I do 7. And for 1, I usually do it like this. Because then it's very clear that this is a 1. Also, how do you guys write your 4s while we're at it? Because I draw my 4 like this. My mom beat me because I drew it like this. And she said it's wrong. She said it has to be connected. Because if it's not connected, it looks like a 7 and I don't get it. Or a 9 or something like that. And I'm like, how? Anyway, I think this one is ugly. And I learned it in school like this, so I always drew it like that. Anyway, that was a great reason to get beaten for. Now, how else do we continue? We are still having to draw a tree from it. Now that we have the water and the 7, we are going to draw the stem of the tree, right? It has to be able to stand, obviously. And then, you know, we still need to draw the leaves on the other side. There we go. So we have the water drop, we have the 7, we have the stem, and we have the other leaf. There you go. And it is a 6, 7 tree. I really should teach the preschoolers. Anyone want to hire me? I don't know, but I shouldn't teach them because I don't know anything. I am very fucking stupid, but I seem to be pretty good at teaching. Oh man. Yeah, anyway, mine are really fucking ugly. But I am also very fucking tired, so please excuse me. This is it, okay. There we go. This is the nest sound. And we also had the no sound. Do you guys remember the hiragana? Please write it here. My headphones hurt. You guys remember it? Good. It's basically just N and O combined. There we go. Very easy in both, exactly. In general, I think that the N sounds are super easy. They're probably not as easy as the K sounds, because the K sounds are very easy to remember as well. But I think second to that simply comes the N sounds. Then maybe the H. We're gonna do H in a second. So it's just this. It's just, I mean, technically it's basically this first part of the N, right? You write this, and then in hiragana you would like draw a circle around it. But in katakana you just draw this. This is all. This is all of this. It's all of this. Easy. Next one. Guys, we are so good today. I mean, this is also because they're pretty easy today, but yeah. Now, we have the ha sound. Do you guys remember the ha sound? Could you please write it here in hiragana? Did you write it? Good. It's basically this and this, right? This was a ha. Now, in katakana, it is 2 lines. And also, it's not exactly, okay? But it looks very similar to the H. H, okay? To the H from the kanji alphabet. The H in kanji alphabet is like this. So it looks very similar. We're gonna learn those actually Monday, I think. I think the numbers come first. But yeah, it's basically 2 lines. Ow. Ah, and that hurts. There we go. It's just 2 lines. And if you think about it, 8, the number 8 in Japanese is hachi. Right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! He just climbed up to me to give me a kiss on my cheek. Oh, I forgive you everything, my little baby. He just gave me a cheek kiss. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. Anyways, hachi sounds like it starts with a ha, right? And that's how you can remember it. Oh yeah, I have to write it more. I sometimes draw them a little bit too hiragana like. Sorry about that. It has to be straight. I'm sorry, but it's a very straight written language, okay? I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So you better do it straight. I struggle with that. But we have another one, okay? And now, and this one you're gonna like. Okay, first of all, draw the he sound in hiragana, please. Well, I pour myself another coffee. You want coffee? You don't like coffee? You like to sniff coffee? No? Okay. The only thing he likes about coffee is to sometimes put his paw in it. Okay. Did you guys draw the he in hiragana? Because if you remember, it is the he, which is a smiley face. Hee. And sometimes we say hee after we say 6, 7. I wish I would make this up. I wish. But the hiragana for... No, sorry, the katakana for he. It's a Japanese 7 in kanji. I mean, it's like... I think it is. Let me look it up before I say bullshit. Because I'm questioning myself right now. But I am pretty sure. Okay, Ampan, you are on my keyboard. Could you please go away from there? Also, it's not the first one that we're gonna do. We're not gonna do the numbers first. Oh, I forgot that. We're doing a different book, that's why. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it is. Let me look it up. Just in case. Fucking way, right? Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. I don't need to dope myself. Okay, there's a little difference, technically. But it is the same thing, okay? So basically, if you draw this in kanji, you wouldn't start here and then draw it here. You would, like, go across it, right? This is the 7. However, for the katakana, you draw it like this. And it's basically, also, by the way, this is a little person, and he's doing the 6-7 hands. I am questioning all my life choices. But we start with the hands, okay? Because the hands are very important when you say 6-7. My brain is fried. I am so tired, you have no idea. Because I went to bed way too late again. But that's because I was playing with Anpan quite a lot. But yeah, basically, it's the 6-7. And you know what kids do when after they say 6-7 with their hands, they go, I'm so funny. And because they say he, that's what it means. This is the he sound in katakana. And this is easy to remember, right? Ah, man, I love this. I don't know why. I don't know why it's full of 6-7s, but it is. And also, by the way, you guys remember how I said that some people write the 7 without the stroke in the middle? Well, guess what? Guess what? Oh, there it is. This is the 7 without this. You just don't write that stroke, and that's all another 7. And this one is the fu. Do you remember the fu from hiragana? Write it here, please. It's pretty easy. You just have to think about Fuji-san. Also, you know what? Every single time I say 6-7, and I should have said this at the beginning, but then I didn't know that's what's gonna happen today. I should have said drink a shot of water, because you guys would have been very hydrated by now. Oh man. Anyway. I can't fucking believe this, man. Anyway, we have the cloud first, right? Then we have the Fuji-san, then we have another cloud. Oh wait, this was the wrong direction. Oh, the sun has to be this direction, then we have this. Technically it also looks like a nose when I draw it from like an old person, because this is like wrinkles. Right? These are all wrinkles. And this is the nose. But it's supposed to be a Fuji-san and not an old people nose. But that's what it looks like when I draw it. And see, old people, they don't understand the 6-7. They just don't get it. So they just always write the 7. And also, I've only ever seen old people write the 7 without the stroke. And it's fu because, I mean, first of all, Fuji-san, and second of all, sometimes you say fu when you're like disgusted, right? I mean, in German you say pfui, but there's an F sound in there, so it counts. That's the only way I can remember it, but it's like fu, you know? It's just a fu. We drew a lot of 6-7s today. Anyway, it is over with that. We are now back to the hiragana he. This one is the fucking easiest, okay? You need something stronger than water, then I recommend coffee. Okay, did you guys write the he sound? Because if you did, you may see it is the exact fucking same. He is just the same in hiragana and in katakana. It's just the same. Easy. It's literally the same. You don't even have to think. It's beautiful. It's still, I feel like it looks a little bit like a little birdie. You know when you draw birds in the sky, most of his wings are down right now, and we're looking at it from the side a little bit. That's why one of them is longer than the other one. It's perspective. It's a little birdie in the sky. Why? Because he is flying all the way to heaven. Because he's dying. It's very sad, actually. But that's why it's he, because he's going to heaven. Yeah, the poor little birdie. Okay, now after we have he, we can do ho. Do you guys remember the hiragana ho? The hiragana ho. Hi! Hello, Sandbag 34. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. You have... I hope you're following because you saw all the 6-7 jokes I just did. If you didn't, please go watch them. And take a shot of water every single time you hear me say 6-7, because you need to be hydrated, okay? Okay, but I hope you follow me because you saw that. That would be a goal. Crew fam! Konnichiwa! Ohayou gozaimasu! Crew fam, did you just come in? Girl, you have no idea how many 6-7 jokes I just made. Crew fam, you have missed the best part of the stream. I am so sorry. You are gonna have to rewatch this because it was freaking gold mine. Girl, you have to go back after I'm finished with the stream and you have to watch it. It's a must. Okay, the ho sound, if you guys remember, it is like this. Ta-da! It looks like the ha, but we have a little cap on top. I most importantly missed too many streams, bro. Yeah, you have. Okay. Basically, what do we do with the whole? I personally always think that this is an angel. Angels are holy creatures, right? Ho stands for holy. First, I would like to draw the arms of the angel and then the body, right? This is a person, but a person can only be an angel with wings. Unless it's a spirit, which we also had for the Tesson. Tesson is a spirit, but this one is a proper angel. He's very holy, or she, or it. I'm not sure about the gender. But if we want to draw the wings, we have to start here because left to right, and then the other side. Ta-da! No, it's a little angel. Actually, it's a big angel. It's a pretty big angel. The arms, the body, left wing, right wing. The arms, the body, the left wing, the right wing. And it's a holy angel. Yeah. He is basically meeting up with the birdie at heaven. Yeah. It's a little sad, okay? But you will forever remember. Forever and ever. This is the little, no, the big angel. Sorry, it's not little, it's very big. Okay, the holy angel. And then we can start with the M sounds already. My goodness, we are zooming through these today. Okay. Do you guys remember ma? And hiragana. He's right here. While I pet the kitty. Okay, that is for my cup actually. Could you hold it? Thank you. The ma sound. Do you guys remember it? We have 2 lines. And then we go there. Ah! Ampan, ow, on my hand. Oh, kisses? Okay, then I forgive you. That was the ma sound in hiragana. For katakana. It also kind of looks like a 7. Oh no. I'm not gonna do the same trick again. We draw this and then here. How do we remember that this is a ma? I don't know. But if you do see, we also have the mu sound down here. Write the mu sound in hiragana over here, please, for a second. Because, as you probably already saw, they look quite similar. So we're gonna learn them together. The mu sound was relatively complicated in hiragana. Basically, you have a little line. And you go down, you have a little twirl, you go to the side, and then there we go. I don't think we had a donkey bridge for this. It is complicated, but you can do it. Now we have the ma and the mu. Now basically, you know how sometimes you make some mom jokes and you call somebody else's mom a fat cow? Yeah, that's why it looks similar. Okay, that's how you remember the worst part of it. And then, how do we remember that it's this way around? Okay. Okay, so you know how like sometimes cows, they have a nose, right? This is not really what a cow nose looks like, but that's besides the point. It is a nose, and you are going to remember that it's the nose of a cow. And sometimes, okay, stop licking my phone. I need that for tracking, and please go to your little spot. There we go.
Good job.
Thank you. And basically, cows often have a little ring on their nose, right? It's usually like at the bottom. It's not really inside of the nose, like nose rings on like the top, but it's like below it, right? So that's why you draw it here at the end of it. Now you have to just remember that this is like continuing basically, and then here's like the lips. And this is a cow though. Cow. I swear, this is a cow. AKA your mom. Your mom, okay? Not my mom, your mom. Good. Is it here? However, that of course is really fucking mean to say. So when you talk about your mother, you draw it differently. You draw it like this at the top. That is very specific. Yes, it is. But yeah, this is ma. I drew it a little bit too small, sorry. But yeah, this is ma for mommy. Because, you know, sometimes you go cry to your mother. This is ma. And this is mu. You kind of have to repeat them a little bit, but that's how you know which one is which. Okay, and then we have the mi sound. Could you please write the hiragana over here? Mami mumemo. Yeah. Mami mumemo. You listen to the songs, crew fam. Is that why you did the mami mumemo? The mi sound is basically an H. Ta-da! Now, in katakana though, it is a 3, basically. It looks very similar, but it's not, okay? So the number 3 in kanji is long stroke, short stroke, long stroke. Just like hollow sound backsat, exactly. Long stroke, short stroke. This is the number 3, san. But when we draw the mi, we are doing 3 strokes, but they're all the same length, and they're right below each other and a little not so straight. They're a little diagonal. It kind of looks like some some hair in the wind, just like wee. Or like sometimes when you draw just wind or like speed behind something. That's how you draw these, right? And this is a me. Me have long hair in the wind. Actually, I don't, but maybe you guys have. You could also remember that this is it's a me, Mario. Right? Me for yeah. And this is his beard. Actually, it's not, but you could also think that, you know, it's a me, Mario, but Mario has all grown a little old. So while he still has his locks at the side, at the top, he only has 3 little hairs. You can also remember it like this. Yeah, it's just 3 ones. 3 strokes. Easy. Ma, mi, ma, ma, ma. You can pronounce the 3 as me as well. Are you sure about that? I've never heard that. But I believe you. But I've never heard about that, to be honest. Now we will do the meh sound. Could you guys please write the meh hiragana over here, please? Because if you remember it, it is the doggy without the tail. However, when we write it in katakana, it looks more like an X. This is basically like, you know, when you look for treasure, you look for the X. This is for the meh. Because meh could also in English be read as me. And me find treasure, okay? Me find treasure, not you, me. I find treasure, me. Only me. And that's why it's meh. Yeah. It does look kind of similar to the na, but keep in mind that the na is more straight, okay? The na goes from the na. Wait, I'm gonna write here now, so you don't forget it. The na is from top to bottom, but the meh is from the side. That's a huge difference, okay? I mean, it doesn't look like a huge difference, but it is. But they do look a little similar, so I kind of understand if you were getting confused when reading for the beginning. That makes a lot of sense. Me find treasure in the mines! Yeah! Mines! Go mine, people. It's good for you. Okay, then we have the mo. Could you guys please write the mo over here in hiragana? Test yourself, people. Test yourself all the freaking time. The mo sound is... We have one. Actually, we don't. If I remember correct, it was the other way around. It was first you draw the shi, and then you draw the two, because mo means two, like two, and therefore you need at least two things. 1 plus 1, and that equals a minimum of 2 actually. And then you have the mo, right? That's why you draw two little thingies here. Now, what do you see exactly? It looks the fucking same. And again, it looks the same, but keep in mind, this is a top hat, okay? Because it looks like this. And hiragana looks like this. But in katakana, it is closed. It's closed. And then after you like put the lid back on, you draw the hands, like the number 2, and it's a little bit longer. And then you just draw the body, which is this part, right? Relatively easy, because it looks the same. So you can remember it quickly. Ah, that was too long. Short, long, and then you close it. 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 There you go. That is the ma sound. And we are already at the Y sounds. Kanji sometimes have a bit too much pronunciations. Yeah, that is true. But you don't need to remember all of them. Only the most common ones. Me no find treasure. Oh, Emma. But that's because you already found treasure. You gotta wait for the next treasure map. Hey, do you guys remember the ya in hiragana? You guys remember it? We had the belly. We went here through, and then this one. I forgot if this is the correct order, actually. I hope it was. Anyway, that is the hiragana. And now, exactly, we have just this spiky ya. And we do not draw the drop anymore, okay? You can remove the drop. We don't need it anymore. Because we don't have a lot of drops in katakana. It's very rare. So we go with this. It's just spiky, yeah. That's it. It looks super duper similar. It's actually easier to write. That's all it is. Super fucking easy. Sometimes katakana is just giving, you know. When we go to the U, could you guys write that in hiragana, please? So if it feels like I'm rushing through it, just let me know. But I feel like you guys are actually really good at this. Because today these are relatively easy. So the U in hiragana was wee, right? And then chum. Okay, this looks a little ugly, like this, right? That's the U in hiragana. And then when we draw it in katakana, it kind of looks like the ko, right? But this bottom one is longer. So you start the same way that you would write a ko. But then, instead of just finishing it like here, you continue a little bit further. And then it's a U sound. Because you don't want to drink coffee. right? You were so close to drinking coffee, but you decided not to. That's how I remember it. If you guys have any other ways to let me know. Anyways, this is it. Ta-da! And then we have the yo sound. Could you guys please write it over here? And hiragana. Yo! You guys remember? We had a nice donkey bridge for this one. You guys remember it was the really cool rapping disabled person. Okay. First, right, we had the cool rapper hands. Then we have the person and it's sitting in a wheelchair. Because they're fucking awesome and cool. Because they're a rapper. Yeah. And basically that was the hiragana. But for the katakana, it is just an E. Like capital E, but it's like mirrored. You remember how like in primary school, I'm pretty sure all of us had this. We just wouldn't be able to write the E properly, right? Like this is how you write an E. Most of us would write it the wrong way around. This is like the most common thing to do when you learn how to write. It's just an E? Yeah, but you have to mirror it, please. It's not a normal E. This is not how you write an E. Unless you are in primary school, then it is how you write an E. So you draw this one first, and then you draw the inside, and then you close it. This is a very common thing as well in Japanese, that you draw the outline first, then you fill it in, and then you close the bottom at the end. Because you can't put anything in the middle if it's already closed. You can't do that. Like, how are you supposed to do that? If you have a jar and you close the jar with a lid, you can't put anything inside anymore. It's not possible. That's why you have to draw the outside first, then the inside, and then the bottom. Or add that in Russian, yo. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. 2-inch door hinge. Hello. That's too big. I would never get stuck with that. But welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I didn't know that there's a Russian sound for you that looks like an E. That's cool. That's super easy for you to remember then. Guys, we'll just learn Russian. Oh, cool. Nihongo desu ka? Hai, Nihongo desu. This is Katakana. Your mom? Okay, what? Just because I made a joke about your name, you're doing a your mom joke to me? Oh, that's sad. You little shit. Man. That was deserved. But yeah, this is the yo sound in Katakana. I'm quickly gonna show you, because you guys probably remember that we have combination sounds, right? If you look at this, we have them over here. So for example, we have these ones. The kya, kyu, kyo. And basically how you write this is you write the key sound and then you write, for example, a small tiny E. It's small and then it's a kyo. Right? Basically, if you would spell it in, I can't spell. It's basically saying this. It's kyo, okay? And you have that for like these three you can combine. We've had this before, but I'm gonna repeat this. You can combine them with ki, shi, chi, ni, he, or me, or ri. Okay? You will get used to them, don't worry. They also always make sense, okay? It's like when you learn vocabulary or you want to say vocabulary from the English word stuff in Japanese. These are the sounds that you can think of, obviously, right? and then you would use them. But you will get used to them. Don't worry about it. But this is important that you know what this is and you know how to pronounce it when you see it. You're actually getting to basic Japanese? Oh, nice! I already did all the hiragana. We are today finishing up the katakana. So if you want, you can go back and watch them. If you want to. We also have a Discord. Let me put this in. Does it work? Yes. I have a Discord. I have a Japanese learning channel in there now. So for questions, etc., we have everything in there. You can learn together, have someone to talk to, because I feel like tandem is very important. So we have that. And I'm gonna start with the first lesson next week. We're gonna do, if you click, you're on Twitch, right? If you click on the link that I pinned, you will go to a PDF document, and there it says everything that we are using for the lessons, everything that we are going to do. So if you want to, come join. The more the merrier. This is awesome. Thank you. I'm trying hard. Okay. Now we have the R sounds. Remember, if you want to pronounce them, either some people like L plus R at the same time. With your tongue, you form both letters with your tongue at the same time, and then just pronounce them. Or you do D plus R, because that's how I do it, and it works better for me. The L plus R I wasn't able to do. But the D plus R. Remember that for the pronunciation. And practice it. Now we need the hiragana ra sound. Do you guys remember it? Please write it here. Ra. Ra. Ra di do de do. Ra di do de do. You guys remember it? It's a very sad pregnant woman. Okay, so first you draw the sad face. She's a little sad. And then the body with the big belly because she's pregnant. Pregante. Very prego. And basically in katakana it's the same thing, but you draw a little bit spicy, okay? So you have the head still, okay? It's not very cheerful, whatever. It's very neutral face because it's straight. She also is straight. That's how she got pregnant in the first place. Doesn't happen to gay people. And then you draw the belly. It's a little bit spiky today, but, you know, that's just because it's katakana, okay? There you go. It's still a pregnant woman. This time she's kind of neutral looking, but she's also very spiky. And very straight. Remember, guys, if you don't want to get pregnant, just be gay. I'm pretty sure that that will not turn you pregnant. Yeah. I'm fairly certain that that's how biology works, but I could be wrong. Anyway. She's straight, so she did the naughty and she turned out to be very pregante. Disgusting. Another child in this world. Well, not yet. She's still pregnant, but yeah. Okay, then we have the ri and hiragana. You guys remember it? Please write it here. You know what? You think you might be right? Yeah, right? Stay safe. Turn gay. Her baby's kicking. That's the difference. Katakana. Oh. So you're saying like, oops. This is where the foot is at. That's why it's like that. Oh, yeah. If a baby kicks that hard. Blech. Okay, that's disgusting. I don't even want to think about that. Oh my. Poor pregnant woman. You know what? I feel very sorry for pregnant women. That sounds horrible. If you ask me how it looks like, I will just like pregnant woman and probably be right anyway. Well, to be honest, a lot of the hiraganas look like pregnant women. So. I once kicked a pregnant woman. What? I hope that's a joke. That's fucked up. It's a joke, okay. That's not funny, though. That's not funny. That's attempted murder. And don't think about it. It's not her fault that she's straight. She can't help it, okay? She can't help it that she is pregnant, okay? Think about it. When I wasn't born yet. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, I did not get that joke. That's actually kind of funny. That is kind of funny. I did not think that far. To be fair, I am very tired, okay? I barely slept, so... Oh man. Okay, that was very sad. My brain is not braining. It's true, we all have kicked a pregnant woman before. Every single one of us. Many, many years ago. Many moons ago in the womb. Okay, so the D in Katakana is like this. It literally looks the same in Katakana. But, you know, we don't draw the R like this. We don't have these Widerhaken in... I call it Widerhaken, okay. We don't have that in Katakana. So we just draw it like this. This is an R, this is a E, I guess. There we go. Again, this you will see in kanji all the time too. But we'll get there. Slow and steady. There we go. Okay. Then we have the Udo sound. Udo and hiragana over here, please. Test yourself. Panya sensei, I thought of... You had to say, yeah. I thought you fit more as a goth mama. What? Yeah, that is irrelevant. I used to be goth once, but my mom didn't like it. And then I guess I kind of grew out of it. I still have my mostly black clothing though. But yeah. Okay, so the sound in hiragana. Yeah, the Z with the twirl. Okay, this is the tail. Sometimes in hiragana you have a little tail. Now actually write the hiragana for a day as well, please. We're gonna learn them together. Remember, it is the straight thing down, and then you have this. It's similar to the ne, but it doesn't have the twirl at the end. Okay, this is do. This is de. Now you can see that both of them have this part, right? It's like in here as well. So we're gonna learn the de sound first. We have it down and then up. I always feel like it looks like a scythe. You know, from like a Grim Reaper, or for cutting grass or whatever. It looks like a scythe. I've been playing too much Stardew Valley lately, that's why I'm drawing a scythe, okay? Don't mind that. But it's just a scythe. How can we remember that it is the scythe? It is... I don't know. Does anyone know? I don't know Donkey Bridge. I don't know. But if you have this, then you can also draw the loop sound, right? Because You're saying that the do is not the de. That's why we draw the no first, and then we draw the de. No de, because it's a do. It's not a de. It's a do. It's not a de. It's a do. Because this one was a no, and the other one is the de. That makes sense, right? It's not the de. It's the do. Not the de. It's the do. Okay, this looks like shit. I suck at drawing these pretty. My fucking handwriting! I hope no Japanese person will ever see me write with my hands, because this is going to put them into a freaking coma. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying so hard. There we go. So we have the re and we have the ru. And then we have the last one of the R sounds, which is the do. And do is also very similar. Do you guys remember the hiragana one? Please write it here. You remember, it is written like this. This is the do. It looks like the ru, but without the little twirl at the end. This is the do. Yes, it is a square. It basically looks like an O. So we have this because left to right. Then we have the box on the other side, right? And then we close it. Always close it at the end. Okay. And now nothing can fall out anymore. And this is basically a very spiky looking O, because it's do. R-O, right? That's why it looks like a spiky O. Because, yeah. Right. Another kanji, kuchi. That is true, actually, yes. It's also used in bigger kanji a lot, too. This is basically the kanji for mouth, for everybody who doesn't know. Kuchi. Kuchi. Oh. Mouth. Because it looks like someone's opening their mouth to speak. There we go. And then we have the W sounds. These are the last ones, and then we're done. Which is crazy, because we have done the N already. Now, the first one is the wa. Do you guys remember what the wa looks like? Do you guys remember? Just put it over here, the hiragana one. Test yourself. Is again with a Z, and then it's pregnant. It is again a pregante hiragana. Now, the wa, as you may have noticed, looks a little bit like the fu. Because if you remember, the fu was like this. So only this is the difference, right? But it also looks like the u. You remember the u, you remember this. It looks like a mixture between those two, okay? Looks like the fu, it looks like the wa. The wa looks like the fu, and the u, okay? While the fu and the u will make sense because both of them have an u sound in them, the wa sound, of course, makes little sense. But that is important. Do not get confused with these. Right, like this one is the fu. This one is the u. And this is the wa. But basically, you draw it like the u, but you forgot this part. If you forget the little drop, then it's a wa. This is why you always have to write it correctly. If you write katakana and, for example, you want to write the u, but you forgot this one, then you are literally writing a whole different letter. That could lead to problems, so you have to do it correctly. I mean, most of the time people will be able to guess what you mean. It's not that bad, but try to remember it properly, please. You don't want to create misunderstandings. But yeah, this is the west sound. And for the this is the O sound. The O, if you guys do you guys remember? Please write the hiragana here. Is it necessary to send these strings to my sister, who wants to go to Japan, has been learning it for a while, but on Duolingo? You could send it to her, of course. You can tell her that, you know, if she wants, she can check it out, and maybe it will help her. Depending on how far she is, why not? No one needs... Oh, yeah, that's true. But it still exists anyway. So the O in hiragana is this one. The T, aka H, is like a chimera. And then we have the C crossing in it, right? In katakana, it is a 6-7. That's another 7. Look at that. We have so many fucking 6-7s today. It is insane. But yeah, it's this. I also have never written this one. I don't even think I've even read it, to be honest. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I kind of forgot that this even exists. But someday there will be a day where we will have to be able to read this. It will come. And then it's very embarrassing if you don't know this. Imagine in Japan, you have to read something in katakana. And all of a sudden you can't even read O. And then they're gonna be like, that's so funny. You didn't, okay, no, nobody would ever do that. But, you know. And this one is the N in hiragana. But we have done this one before, so I'm not gonna go over it. We have already done this when we did the so. Maybe the only thing that I did remember though is that if you draw this, the reason why it goes from down to up and the N, because if you remember the S, the soul goes from top to bottom, right? Which is usually correct. But this is the end of a sentence with the N a lot of times, right? Or the end of the word. It's the, let's say it's the end of the word, okay? And at the end, sometimes you just like, whoosh, yeah, check mark. I wrote this word, let's go. It's like a check mark. Except it's just like this, okay? But that's why you draw it from bottom to up. Because you finally finished the word. Yeah. Hi, Cedric Real. Good morning. But yeah, those are all of these. There is technically something that we don't have in hiragana, and it's these ones. Okay. So basically, this is the F and the TZ, W, and the TD. TD? But it's like, I mean, it's a T and a D, okay? We have these ones because these sounds are, they don't really exist for Japanese words, but they do exist in foreign words. And then you have to use these. I personally think it's, a lot of times it's with names I've seen these. Sometimes also with some other words. I don't have any idea in my head right now. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any words right now, but do keep in mind that these ones do exist and they're only for katakana. Yeah. Like these ones here at the top, these ones here, they exist for hiragana and sounds and so on. But yeah, most of these we are gonna see when we read text, when we learn vocabulary, then this is just something we're gonna see over and over and over again. And that's how we learn it. And that's honestly it for katakana. But I have a homework for you, okay? Basically, your homework is either, okay, option 1, you do this privately for yourself. You can ask ChatGPT to check it for you, by the way. You write your own legal name in katakana. Because, you know, that's what you would write in. You don't write it in hiragana because you are a foreigner, so your name would be in katakana. And then you write your full legal name in katakana. You do not, okay, never ever write that into anywhere, okay? Keep that to yourself. That is private information. Do not dox yourself. So you can do that though, and ask ChatGPT if this is the correct spelling. The other option that you have is you use your username, but for some of them that doesn't work. But if you have a good username that you could use this for, you could try to write your username in, or maybe username nickname. You could just try to write that in katakana. And that, because it's not your legal name, so you wouldn't dox yourself, that you can write into the Discord, into the Japanese learning channel under writing. You can write it in there, and then we can all check if that's correct or not. Or you put that into ChatGPT as well, because ChatGPT is very much able to know how to write katakana. It's not the best thing for like a lot of other stuff in Japanese, but it is good for katakana, so you can definitely use it for that, to check. But yeah, that will be your homework. Learn to write your own name. You can do it. Don't worry about it. You can do it, and then also practice, please, because next week, Monday, we're gonna start with Lection 1 of the Mina no Nihongo. Again, I recommend you all to buy the books. Buy them secondhand or borrow them from the library. A lot of students use them, so that should be available. That's why I chose them specifically. And also we have the basic kanji book. And I'm thinking to either do the basic kanji book and then do the first chapter of kanji, or if maybe I'm gonna teach you the numbers first, because I realized that that is not the first chapter. So maybe I will just teach you the numbers. I haven't decided yet, but that will be what we will do on Monday and Tuesday. And then Thursday, Friday, we will do the next part. Exactly. So that's what we're gonna start doing next week. And that will be it for now. Also, I am having another stream today. We're gonna continue my Baldur's Gate 3. We are then also having anime night on Sunday in my Discord, where we are going to finish watching Code Geass. We're gonna finish it, and then we will also decide what we are going to watch starting next week. I have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of good anime. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. I hope you enjoyed this, and I would like to rate somebody. If you guys have anyone you want me to check out on Twitch, let me know. It has to be a VTuber though. Let me see. Oh, I only see big ones. Do we have any small ones? Nadia? Nadia? Wait. Let me check this. Oh, Nadia. Oh, is she kitty? She's playing Silent Hill 2? No. She is playing Resident Evil. Okay, we can, yeah. How about that? We're gonna rate her. She looks really cute and pretty. very, very cute. So we're gonna rate her, and I will see you all either later today in a few hours, or I will see you on Monday, or maybe on Sunday in Discord. That will be it for today. Thank you everybody very much. You did all very, very well, by the way. I'm very proud of you. You have learned the hiragana and the katakana now. Just keep on practicing a little bit, and in no time you will know them perfectly. At least the hiragana, maybe not the katakana, to be honest. Me neither, bro. Yeah, thank you very much for joining, and I wish you all a lot of fun in the next stream, as well as a wonderful day and a beautiful weekend. Bye bye.